Good evening, dear friends. So, my curious spectator, you want to look younger, right? Maybe not in your passport, but at least in how you look. And I have just the solution. So, what should you do? There are ways that can help you look 10 or even 15 years younger. But you need to know what to do. And now, stay in front of the screen only if you're interested in rejuvenating yourself. Only if you want to look and feel 10, 15 or even 20 years younger. But keep in mind, Shiv imat ili. The downside is that you might stop getting drinks at the liquor store without showing identification. So tread lightly. First, to know what to do, we need to understand why the face starts to look older. First of all, the shape of the face changes as puffiness develops. You can see frown lines between the eyebrows and drooping upper eyelids. This alone adds 5 years, maybe even 10. Add bags under the eyes. There's another 5 years. And right here, throw in the nasolabial folds. And what do we have now? We had our little Alyoshka, and now he's Alekseev Petrovich, a respected veteran of labor. But we won't stop there. Nature doesn't stop, it doesn't spare anyone. What should we add here? The nose can enlarge and puff up. Yes, real swelling appears on the nose. The corners of the mouth start drooping. It's as if sadness and melancholy have overtaken you, but really it's just the result of a shortened muscle that pulls down the corner of your mouth. A second chin has appeared. And jowls, right here. See these sagging bits in stock. The shoulders used to sit like this, and now they're up here. Everything is puffy, even the shoulders themselves. And now there's a third chin. Well, friends, look how many years we've added on just from all this. And we haven't even sketched in the wrinkles yet. They'll make things worse. Even without them, it's already a deplorable sight. But now we'll remove all of this. There, just like that. One touch and look, we're not 60 anymore, but 33. Another touch here, and now, what is it? 28. And that's what we're going to do now. But now it won't be on canvas. We'll use our own hands to rejuvenate ourselves. So, let's go. So, friends, let's start with some stimulation. First, the area in front of the ear, right here. Just rub this spot. Put 2 fingers together like this and rub up and down. Do the same thing behind the ear. You can do both at once. Place your fingers like this and rub in front of and behind the ear. Don't press too hard. Just rub the skin like this. Move your fingers up and down. Do this for roughly 30 seconds to a minute. Next step 2. Place your hands like this. Press this part against your forehead, right here, and sweep your hands toward the front of the ear. Make this motion. Press with your fingers and gently grab the skin. and glide the forehead puffiness straight toward the ear. Do 10 of these movements. Divide your forehead into 3 sections. Start in the zone, just below the hairline, where the hair begins. From there, sweep toward the ear. Then go a bit lower to the middle of the forehead. Do the same thing. Repeat 5 to 10 strokes. Applying some pressure. Don't simply skim the surface. If your skin is dry, dampen it slightly or use a bit of cream so your hands slide easily. Third part, work almost along the brow itself, tracing right over the eyebrow. Press on the brow and sweep all the way to the ear, as if you're pressing and scooping up the accumulated fluid, all that swelling. And directing it right to the front of the ear. Repeat this. Do about 10 repetitions. Depending on how much lift you'd like, how much you want the rise, and everything to tighten. Start. Once again, start here. Between the eyebrows, press. And sweep outward toward the ear. That's how you cover all 3 paths. Here, here, and here. Also from the center like this and toward the ear. Now, don't forget the hairy part of the scalp. Lymph can stagnate there as well. You might have noticed little folds forming on the back of some people's heads. So we'll move everything toward the area behind the ear, starting right here. So you grab all of this as well and move it right here toward the back of the ear, right here. Right along the hairline, down to the mastoid process of the temporal bone. So to this spot, your task is to shift the fluid, the lymph, from the scalp underneath your hair to this point. Make movements like this, that is from here to here. Press, grab the tissue and slide it here. Press, slide. Press, slide right here. Do 1 pass, then move over here and to the area behind the ear. Then repeat on the upper part of the head as well. Always finishing just behind the ear, back a little, then behind. Think of it as combing your hair, 1 stroke, then tuck it behind the ear. The same thing on the other side. Press and slide the skin behind the ear. From the hairline, also press and glide backward, 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 then behind the ear. Repeat on this side as well. So from the forehead we stroke forward, and from the scalp we stroke backward. Next, friends, we tackle this area right here. swelling often shows up here too, sometimes shaped like this. If those bags under your eyes appear right here. So remove Alekseev, all of this the same way, also toward the ear, in this direction. Press with a finger beside the nose and sweep sideways, sideways, sideways toward the ear. Press and guide the tissues toward the ear. Press. Again, your hand should glide smoothly. Avoid working on dry skin. On the other side, do 5 to 10 sweeps toward the ear, dividing the zone into sections. First zone, just under the eye socket, right here. Start at the nose, press, and glide here, 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 right under the cheekbone, along the lower rim of the eye socket, and guide it toward that same spot in front of the ear we rubbed earlier. Lower your fingers onto the nasolabial fold and sweep. Sweep, sweep toward the ear. Place them here and guide toward the ear. Apply enough pressure to move the subcutaneous fluid without dragging the skin. Third zone, under the nose, start here and sweep like this. Press here and glide along the lower edge of the cheekbone. One, leading it to this point. Press, glide along the cheekbone's lower edge to the same spot. And now, once again, we rub the area in front of the ear and behind the ear. Now, let's speed up the drainage of all this excess fluid. Locate the sternocleidomastoid muscle. Press and stroke toward the clavicle. Just behind it, press the scalene muscles and move downward. Work one side, then the other on both sides. You can mix and match as well. For example, do 10 forehead strokes, then immediately drain downward from here. Rub again. 10 strokes across the forehead, then 5 to 10 downward passes on the right and left. This combo boosts the effect. The same goes for the crown. Again, you finish your movement behind the ear. Then slide down along the sternocleidomastoid. Beforehand, you can separately rub the area right behind the ear. Very often, the skin behind the ear gets stiff. The fascia can almost fuse with the subcutaneous tissue and even the periostem, making it immobile. Rubbing restores blood flow there. You restore lymph, drainage, and enhance both outflow and inflow of blood to the brain. This benefits memory and overall brain function. So, friends. Now we move on to the double chin. What do we do here? Press here, lift your head slightly, and use both hands, or start with one. Press the chin area like that and glide, glide, glide. That same front ear zone where we move everything ear zone, where we move everything. Do it the same way. Make about 10 passes in this direction. Lift your head a little to stretch the muscles, then sweep. You can break it down here too. First, work right along the jawline, one side, then the other. Second, go just above that edge, right where the chin sits, 5 to 10 passes. Third, target the second and third chin area at the jaw angle. Work it the same way, then finish by smoothing down along the sternocleidomastoid. Everything goes down here. Next hurdle, rub the area just above the clavicle the same way. Using your hands, rub above and below the clavicle, just like before. Hit these 2 points. Rub here and here, making the same strokes. And next is the area of the pectoralis minor muscle. The pectoralis minor area, that's my extra age coming out. The area of the pectoralis minor muscle. Here you can also rub it like this. And you can also stretch it. You can stretch it in a doorway or in a corner. Those muscles right here, we'll stretch them now too. That's your overall routine. First, move everything locally toward the area in front of and behind the ear. Then drain it to the collarbone. Next, work here to boost blood flow and lymph in the collarbone zone and the pectoralis minor. You can start by stretching the pectoralis minor, then address this zone, then the face, and finish again at the collarbone and at pectoralis minor. So again, you can rub the clavicle itself in 3 places on it, below it, and above it. This boosts lymph drainage, not only from the face, but also from the neck and those second and third chin zones. In addition, friends, work the chest muscle. You can do it with a roller. Stand by a wall and place the roller like this. Roll it right and left. Set it here and work back and forth. Using massage balls, these are widely available, or stretching can provide similar benefits. Place your hand like this and lean slightly forward to stretch. You'll feel the stretch on each side right here. Okay, friends, congratulations to everyone who tried these exercises and already feels the effect. Now in the mirror, someone staring back Who is that young man, that young lady? You hardly recognize yourself. The effect is, of course, amazing. What more can you ask? This is science, this is medicine. Well, friends, keep doing sports and helping your parents. See you next time.